I think I'm done. What do you think? I think it looks really good. I remember saying that I was going to record every single upgrade that I did, but I ended up doing everything pretty quickly. So let me just go ahead and show you what I've done. So let's talk about this tile here. It's actually not tile. It's like a vinyl sticky back, pretty much like stickers, but it's like supposed to be like waterproof, heat resistant, like all these like beneficial things. And when it comes to an RV, you don't really want to add weight to it. So that's ultimately why I decided to go with something like this. I did spray paint this white to kind of help it match, but I think black would have been better. I feel like white blends too much with the tile, and black would have been like a better accent. But it's an easy fix if I want to change it, so I'm not too worried about it. The stove, as you can see, it is not slate, not like that black stainless steel that I was talking about. It's just regular stainless steel. The picture, it was that color, and then when it came, it was this. So they lied to me. I'm gonna write a review about this. And the bad thing about it is that there actually isn't someone out there who's selling like a black stainless steel stove. It's either going to be stainless steel or black. So I guess I have two options. I can either paint it, like spray paint it, or just leave it as is. And I think for now, because it's so new, I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. And I guess if I get tired of it, or at some point I want to change it, then I'll go ahead and do that. But I don't know, like I have to think about like, these little painted areas and like this little triangle here. So we'll see. I think maybe some parts paint it and some parts I'll leave it alone. We'll see. And another thing too is whenever I make these cuts, I made it for the old stove. So this one here is actually a little bit smaller. So I had to add some sort of supports here in the bottom. And then here I needed to add like a 1/4 inch like board in order to make it fit. One other thing about this stove is this glass here. The way I wanted to have this plan is to use this like back section as like a spice rack. But whenever you're cooking with this glass here, it blocks it. So I think I'm just gonna have to take it off. It doesn't look like it's too hard to do. I think you just have to like unscrew 2 screws and that's it. But for now, I think I'm just gonna leave it here. Maybe once I start using it, then I'll just take it off. So I don't think I talked about this, but there used to be some drawers here. It was like 3 drawers and there are like these like plastic buckets. But there was one missing, so I couldn't really use it. So that's why I decided to go with something like this. This is from IKEA actually, and I wanted something that would fit it like pretty well. And this is like pretty much spot on. It's like maybe 1/4 inch on each side. And it was relatively easy to add these bottom ones. All I had to do was just like add some railings to the side. But this top one used to have a sink on top, so there was like nothing here. So I had to add like some support in the back and then the railings, and it was a little bit tougher, but I got it done. And honestly, I like how it came out. I plan on using this as the pantry, and then this one right here as like the trash can. And it's kind of gross to think about having like the trash can next to the pantry. So I'm thinking about adding some sort of like enclosure maybe to separate the pantry from everything else in here. Whether or not I go through with it, I guess we'll see in the future. Okay, and over here you can see that I added this huge like water filter. It's supposed to be like a 3-year water filter, so pretty much once it's in here I don't have to worry about it. And you see how like low it is? I was worried whenever I was installing this that it would be an issue, but it's actually like, I think maybe like 1.5 inches of a gap in there, so it ended up working out pretty well. Last but not least is the plumbing here. I had to make some cuts here. I had to like move this plumbing to make it come out straight, and I also had to like retrofit this here. Okay, so I think that is it. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Should I like spray paint this thing black already, or maybe that one, the stove? I don't know. What do you think?